Hey, how are you guys doing? All right, today it gets something where they always pop up in conversations in abroad, and I heard some stories about marriage breakdown and all that kind of stuff for the past 1 week plus now. Different stories, and today I want make we discuss what do you think is the reason why marriages don't last in abroad, or it seems to be so. People have different reasons. I'm sure that men will tell you this is the reason why they think so. Because whenever it comes to this kind of talk, our men always have their own. Yeah. So obviously, everybody have their reasons. But well, for me, I think that there are many reasons why marriages don't last in abroad. It's even becoming a common trend in Nigeria. I think number one is selfishness. Because what is marriage in the first place? Marriage is meant to be two people that come together that love each other and they want to spend the rest of their lives together. That is just a simple definition of what it's all about. And when you are marrying somebody, you are meant to give it all. You are meant to put everything into what you two are doing. And the word of God says that two have become one. And I underline that, one. But it's unfortunate that in the world we live in today, people do not see themselves as one in a marriage, especially in abroad. You see, the man is doing his own thing. The woman is doing her own thing. Especially those of them that they bring from Nigeria. They are coming with a certain notion in their mind, man, make I come hustle for me and my family. Especially those of them that are coming from a poor background. Make I come hustle anything where I say I go lay my hands on it. By the time you know what is happening, she's going after the man's finances in so many ways. By the time you know what is happening, the love that was there when they were talking over the phone, it seems not to be there anymore. There is no submissiveness. There is no commitment. There is no forgiveness when there are issues. Our ladies also will tell you that the men folks, some of our men can be controlling. I've heard so many times when our men will say, oh, I want to marry a woman where I can control. Why would you want to control anybody? And I think we really need to define that term, control. What do you mean when you say you want to control your wife? Do you mean you are going to be in charge of her life, telling her what to do, what not to do? Because that is an abuse, especially in abroad. You cannot be telling people what to do. There are so many ways of doing things. There are so many ways of getting your spouse to do things for you in a loving, gentle way without it being as if you are being abusive psychologically or emotionally. That is something our men need to learn. The way they marry people in Nigeria or in Africa is different from the way they do marriage in abroad. And also, in abroad, one thing I've noticed is they are always very, very courteous, very polite. If you want someone to do something for you, in an office especially, everything is please, 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 can you do this for me? Please, can you get that? Please, that please even enter family. Our men don't know much about these things. Oh, do this. Oh, get that. Oh, come here. Get that for me. Do that. Commanding. The way you talk to your wife will also affect the way she relates with you. All of those things can make somebody to fall out of love with you if you are always sounding aggressive, if you are always sounding controlling, if you are always sounding authoritative. Because our men have authoritative nature. Women don't like it. You have to be gentle. You have to be kind. You have to be loving. I spoke about the other day when I was talking about men that want to keep their wife's salary. That is part of what can cause a woman not to want to be in that marriage again. Tomorrow, if that woman wakes up and says, you know what, I'm done with this man, then you will say, oh, now woman where they bring from Nigeria, she came to stay the man's this or that. She was pretending, but you are the one that made her fall out of love with you based on the things you have been doing. Another thing that we also need to look into is the motive of marrying somebody. Most of these guys that marry people in Africa, they don't even know the person. They may just fall in love with the picture or you went to Nigeria and you saw her and she get front, she get back, she get this, she get that. You fell in love with physical things that will come and go tomorrow. Maybe she's even padding herself. You don't even know that all those things are not genuine. These days, people do a lot of butt job, boot job, facelift, and all that kind of stuff. Makeup can hide a lot of stuff. You have to fall in love with the person as an individual. That person has to be your friend first. Because I find that marriage is where two people are very good friends. It lasts more than the ones that, oh, I fell in love with him, I fell in love with her. Because it is friendship that will keep them together. And also two people that have the fear of God. It is very important to have the fear of God in whatever you are doing. Our men, most of them have no fear of God. But guess what? They will always tell you that, oh, I want a woman that has fear of God. As a matter of fact, if you find 10 Nigerian men that want to get married, ask them, what are the first two things you want from a woman? One of them will be, I want a woman that has a fear of God. But the question is, do you have the fear of God as a man? You have no fear of God. I want a woman that is submissive. Are you submissive to God? You are not. You are not, because the way it is, the way Christ has made the hierarchy is, the man is on top of the woman, and God is on top of the man. So the man has to be submissive to Christ, and then the wife will be submissive to the man. That is the way it works. If you are not submissive to Christ, how will your wife be submissive to you? You know? And another thing is, some of our ladies that marry somebody for what they want, what they can get from the man. The man is rich. He came down from abroad, and he's flashing all this money, and he has cars, he has a house, he has all that. Everybody wants a good life. Then when she now comes to abroad and she sees that you are living in a one-bedroom flat or one room, I don't know. The love is gone. It's not genuine. And then for those of them that have genuine love for each other, why did they break up? Why is the marriage no longer there? From everything I have seen so far, it has a lot to do with selfishness. I believe that if you love somebody and you truly love that person, obviously we know that love is not enough, but there are so many things that will make you to remain there. It shouldn't even come to your mind to leave this man or to leave this woman if you truly love that person, and if you truly love your marriage and you love your children, especially when the children are involved. You have to consider them. But selfishness in the world we live in today, it makes people not to even to consider their own children, the effects of your actions on your kids, which is very detrimental, because at the end of the day, now the pikin where they suffer, it is the children that suffer it most. You know? So we need to really reflect on the way we treat our spouses and the way we treat people in general. Because I believe that if you treat somebody the way you want them to treat you, you will get the best out of that person. If you don't want somebody to be controlling you, you shouldn't say, oh, I want a woman I can control. I'm pretty sure no man wants to be controlled by any woman. So why do you want to control a woman? I have seen people that are living together into their old age, living in abroad. Why have they been able to live up to 30 years together, 40 years? Is it not the same abroad that we all are living in? There's a couple that I know, even as at now. They've been together in this country since the 70s. The wife cooks for the husband cooks for the wife. Come and see love in the house. The man has so much love and respect, courtesy. Honey, please this. Honey, please that. All those things are important. They say when you go to Rome, behave like Romans. Don't come to abroad and be talking to your wife anyhow. And the man. Women don't like it. Those are one of the things that break a home. When she now sees a young man that is showing her all the love and attention, then she will leave you because she sees it as old-fashioned. We need to learn those little courtesy. And I'm talking mostly to the men because most of them are the ones that are not, they are at fault in this kind of area. And most of our men don't have courtesy. We don't have courtesy. You talk to your wife anyhow. You feel you're the man of the house. You feel you're the one that brought her to Obodo Oyibo. And that you can talk to her anyhow. And also, some of our men also are brought by their wives or by their fiancé to Obodo Oyibo, and then they leave the woman and run away. Because they lied to the woman and gave her the impression that they love her. When the woman now brings him to Obodo Oyibo, the man will now abscond, or maybe even get her pregnant and abscond. And then, of course, excuses, oh, she's disrespectful, she don't know how to cook, she treats me badly, she does this to me, she does that to me. Lying against somebody because of your selfish need. It is very common. The men do that, the women also do that. And it is wrong, and it is something that we need to start looking into. So I'm not going to talk so much into this. Maybe at some point we could also have this conversation on a deeper level in a live chat. But that is just my 2 pence on it, or my 2 cents on it. I just think that one of the reasons why, or the main reason why marriages break down, is you don't give a damn about the other person's or the consequence of your action. That is just it. Because if you really care, if you really love that person, you will consider a lot of things before you walk out, or before you decide that you want to walk out. You will not be abusing your spouse. Stop abusing your wife. Stop abusing your husband. Stop talking to them anyhow. Stop treating them anyhow. Don't keep their salary and make them to become a prisoner in their own home. Show them love, show them attention, show them care, and you will get that back in return. I don't know of anybody that you will shower love and attention and that person will treat you wrong. If you show somebody true love and affection, and the person can see that, man, this man is crazy about me, he takes care of me, oh, this woman is wonderful, she does this, that person will give the same in return. But at most of the time, ego enters into it all. We are in Obodo Oyibo. Who are you to tell me this? Who are you to tell me that? And also sometimes women that come from Nigeria, their friends are also in their ear. They listen to their friends. Oh, go and get benefits. You don't need your husband. Even the benefit, nothing much is there now. Everybody is meant to be working, and then most people are working now. So there is no need. And why would you want to chase away the father of your children because of little money you are getting from government, which is of no use? It's not for you to be working. So please, let us all, being the men and the women, let us all reflect on the way we treat each other in relationships and try to keep our homes together, because guess what? Our children are the future. Our children are everything, and when children see their father or their mother fighting, or are coming from a broken home, or notice all this kind of abuse going on in the homes, it affects them. It affects the children, and it is not good for them. So please, let us try to show one another love. If you sabi say you no go marry, make you no enter. Not when you marry, okay, make I just get there, then I will disappear. It's not good, because you don't know how that person can react. You don't know if that person will do something to you in the future. Let us just be careful how we treat people and stop breaking people's hearts, destroying people's lives, destroying homes. It is of no use, because at the end of the day, it's the children that suffer it all. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. Please follow this channel, like our videos, share our videos, and take care.